Huawei is looking to reinvent the smartphone photography with the P50 Pro and the P50 Pro Plus. Not so long ago, Huawei introduced the periscope lens on the P30 Pro, which was then used by Samsung on the S21 Ultra and is also expected to be on the 2022 iPhones. This year, with the P50 series, Huawei wants to take the camera game to the next level, and you can take my channel to the next level by subscribing and liking this video. There have been a lot of leaks recently related to the P50 series, courtesy of OnLeaks and some other reputable leakers. And its design, specifically the back, has been controversial. It shows two big circles on the back housing two camera lenses each. The design has been a bit decisive in the tech community, and personally, I think it really stands out. It's nice to see a departure from the rectangular housing that most phones have these days. And as far as the models go, the regular P50 is supposed to have a wide and ultra-wide and a telephoto lens. The P50 Pro, in addition to the main three lenses, is expected to have a periscope lens, and the best of the bunch, that is the P50 Pro, is expected to feature a 3D time-of-flight sensor for better depth sensing, in addition to the four lenses of the P50 Pro. The smartphones are also expected to be the first in the world to debut with the 1-inch Sony IMX800 sensor, and this is rumored to be a 50 megapixel sensor that would allow for high quality images and potentially better low-light photography. The other camera sensors are still a mystery, but I wouldn't be surprised to see an ultra-wide camera like that of the OnePlus 9 Pro that is distortion-free, and the periscope lens could either be a 5 times or a 10 times optical zoom with the ability to go up to a 100 times zoom. With these sensors, Huawei will most likely include some neat software tricks to complement these amazing cameras, and as far as the Leica branding goes, it's still there, contrary to earlier rumors that suggested that the partnership had come to its end. Another rumor says that Huawei will debut their own Harmony OS in the P50 series. Since Huawei can't use Google services anymore, this was kind of inevitable. As for the existing devices, a mass migration to Harmony OS was expected to start in April after the P50 series launch, but since the devices have been delayed, this is expected to start sometime later this year, with the top flagships leading the pack. Huawei is also expected to use the 5nm Kirin 9000 chipset in the P50 series. Now that could mean that Huawei would be the second manufacturer other than Apple to use its own hardware and software in its phones. Looks like Huawei beat Pixel 6 to the finish line. Now Huawei does need to be commended for still making such amazing phones, even though their market has decreased due to the ongoing Google services suspension. The RAM options in these phones could be ranging from 8GB to all the way up to 16GB, and the storage could also be as high as 1TB in the P50 Pro Plus. As for the launch, these phones were expected to be unveiled sometime in April, but April came and went and these phones are nowhere to be seen. But with the leaks picking up, the launch could be just around the corner. Let's see what Huawei has in store for us.